Hi friends, Miss Acton again here with you to teach you some writing for today. So today is September 16th, 2020, and it's Wednesday, or as some of you guys might know it as Hump Day. Hump Day. So we're halfway through the week. So Monday and Tuesday we're going uphill, and then Wednesday we meet the very middle. We're at the hump. That's what they call it that. So we're at the hump, and then we're going back down. Tomorrow will be Thursday and Friday. So it's kind of a downhill slide after that. So uphill battle Monday and Tuesday we're working hard. Wednesday we're halfway there. And then Thursday and Friday we come back down, and then it's the weekend and we get to relax and reboot, get our energy back, and then start all over again. So let's get started with some writing today. So we're doing writing. We could just get rid of that thing. Writing with Miss Acton today. All right, so here are some sentences with proper nouns. So this is what we went over yesterday. So we've got his dog always licks Jaden Turner on the hand. And so we capitalize a person's name because it is a proper noun because we have to give that person credit and show them the love that they respect. And if they're special enough to go into our sentence, we have to show them how special they are by capitalizing the beginning the beginning of their name, whether it's their first and last. So Jaden Turner is his full name, so we have to capitalize the beginning of his first and his last name. But sometimes we have sentences where it's only one person, where it's one person and it's only their first name, like Mark in this one. She likes to play with Mark when it is nice outside. So if Mark is so awesome that she likes to go outside and play with him, and we mentioned him in the sentence, we have to show him how awesome he is by making that first thing capitalized. So basically, a proper noun is just a way of saying you capitalize the noun. So the name of a person is a capital letter at the beginning because it is a proper noun. Next one. I smelled smoke coming from Batman's cave. So this is a serious sentence. Smoke is usually not a good thing. It usually means fire. So since we mentioned smoke, that means it's important to know who we're talking about, whose cave we're talking about. And it's Batman's cave. So we show that he's special and important by capitalizing the B at the beginning of his name. And I know he's not technically a real person. He's make-believe superhero. But he's still a character in a story. So when Miss Acton was reading Penelope Rex to you guys in the story Don't Eat Your Classmates last week, even though she's a dinosaur and she's a fictional character, dinosaurs will never go to school. Dinosaurs don't even exist anymore. They're all extinct. Still, she's a character that we're talking about. So you have to capitalize because it is her name. So it still is a proper noun. And last but not least, I love to sing when I watch Elsa and Anna. So we're mentioning Elsa and Anna in this sentence, so that means that they are special. So we have to show that they're special by capitalizing the beginning of each of their names. Then yesterday we worked on dates and how to write them correctly. And if you guys remember, we sang a song yesterday. I said a boom, chicka boom, chicka boom. I said a boom, chicka boom. I said the month and the day, comma, and the year. I said the month and the day, comma, and the year. Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. One more time? No way. I had fun with it. I don't know if you did, but I had fun with it. And then we also showed that you can write the month or the a date with the day of the week at the beginning too, but you have to separate the rest of it with a comma, and then you finish our pattern. I said the month and the day, comma, and the year. All right. Now we're working on, we're doing some more. I said the month and the day, comma, and the year. Yes, so some more examples. So we got December 25th, 2008, which is Christmas Day. For those of you that celebrate Christmas as a holiday, that's what that is. August 29th, 1961, that's actually Miss Acton's mommy's birthday. So it was a few days ago, actually. October 31st, 2020, that's Halloween, and I made it orange. And then April 1st, 2012, that is April Fool's Day, where you get to play jokes on your friends and get away with it and not get in trouble because all you have to do is say, oh, it's April Fool's Day. April Fool's. So that was our practice for our proper nouns that we worked on Monday and Tuesday. So today we're working on a different kind of proper noun. I will produce a sentence with a holiday written correctly. So today we're working on holiday. So this will be a special fun day. And holidays are proper nouns, so you have to capitalize them. Proper noun is just a fancy way of saying capitalizing the first letter of the word. So any holiday that you think of, and I'm going to give you a list, some examples of a few, they need to be capitalized. So let's read that again and break it down a little bit more. I will produce. We've been using that word all week, and we started it last week too, I think. Produce is just a fancy word for make or create. So I will create or make a sentence. Easy peasy. You guys have been doing that since you were in first grade. Some of y'all in kindergarten. Your sentence will include with a holiday written correctly. So you're going to include a holiday and make sure that it's capitalized, and then you produce the sentence. But sentences we know just aren't a bunch of words put together. You have to follow the rules. There's capital letters at the beginning, there's punctuation at the end, and you have to make sure that your words in the middle of them are spelled correctly. We're going to work on that. Miss Acton is going to show you how to get that done as we move on. So here's some examples of some holidays with Miss Acton's little Bitmojis. Get me out of here. Always in the way. With Miss Acton's Bitmoji. So I've got, it says Happy St. Patty's Day. It's actually St. Patrick's Day. Merry Christmas. Some of my friends that are Christian celebrate Christmas. Happy Easter. Same thing. If you're Christian, you celebrate Easter. Martin Luther King Jr. Day, we all celebrate that. In fact, we normally get the day off from school to celebrate Martin Luther King Jr. Day because he's such a special guy and he changed our world. Happy Hanukkah, our friends that practice the Jewish faith, and I think our friend Mr. Meyer, who works with some of our kiddos, he is actually Jewish, which is pretty cool. Ramadan, I believe that is of the Islamic faith. So if you're a Muslim, you practice Ramadan. And then we have Veterans Day, which everybody who's American participates in that. We thank all the people that have fought in wars for us to help keep our freedom. And then 4th of July, that's where we celebrate our Independence Day and we set off fireworks and we celebrate our country. Normally, people have cookouts and invite people over to their house. So those are just examples of holidays in case you didn't know what that was. And if you look at every single one of these holidays, most of them, most of them are capitalized. There are a few that aren't, and that's just because the Bitmoji came that way. Like, for example, Hanukkah down here is not capitalized, and that's a no-no. So Bitmoji made a mistake. I should call up the people who are in charge and tell them about it. But the rest of these are capitalized where they're supposed to be. Some are all caps, just to show how excited they are, but most of them have all caps or have caps at the beginning of it, capitalized letters at the beginning of it, which shows you that they're important, they're special because it's a proper noun. And here's some more examples. And when you guys do your assignment, where you have to create and answer some questions for me in your classwork tab for writing today, I include this chart in there, so that'll help you guys out a little bit in thinking and being able to spell correctly some of the holidays that we have. So we have Thanksgiving up here at the top, Turkey Day. We've got Christmas, New Year's Eve, Easter, April Fool's Day, Mother's Day, Father's Day, Valentine's Day. That one's always fun at school. This one says International Women's Day, which I didn't even know existed. But that's cool. Labor Day, that's actually what we had a few weeks ago whenever we had that long 5-day weekend. We had that Friday off and the Monday and Tuesday off. That's actually what we had was Labor Day. It's just a day to give people who work hard, like teachers, people who work at the post office, banks, just gives them a day off to relax a little bit because they've been working hard. International Children's Day. So it's a day to celebrate you guys. I didn't know that existed either. It doesn't say what date it's on. Maybe I can find that out for you guys. And then we've got Halloween, which you all love, which is actually coming up December. October 31st. So that's pretty exciting. So again, this chart is just giving you an example of some more holidays and how to spell them correctly. So let's take a look at some sentences. Here are holidays in sentences. I love to make pumpkin pie on Thanksgiving. So if we look at this sentence, capitalized at the beginning, capitalize that proper noun Thanksgiving because holidays are a proper noun. We have to show them that they're special and they're important to us by capitalizing the beginning letter of them, and it has an ending punctuation. Let's see if all these other sentences follow that pattern. My, ooh, capital letter at the beginning. Good job, sentence. My uncle visits on Labor Day. Ooh, Labor Day is a holiday. Did they capitalize it? They sure did. And we swim in the pool. Oh, and a punctuation mark, a period at the end. Great job, sentence. Let's see if the next sentence has got it going on. I, and it's capitalized. Good. Thought Mother's Day. Ooh, Mother's Day is a holiday, celebrating mommies. Capital M and capital D for both of those words in Mother's Day. Good job. Was today, but It is tomorrow. So someone made a mistake. I thought Mother's Day was today, but it is tomorrow. And they put a punctuation mark at the end of period. Good job. How late will you stay up on New Year's Eve? So let's go back to the beginning. Did they capitalize the beginning? Yes, they did. Did they capitalize the proper noun? New Year's Eve. That's our holiday. That's our proper noun. Is it capitalized? Yep, capital N, capital Y, capital E. So they're showing that that holiday is special. You got to show it it's special and you got to show it its respect by capitalizing those beginning letters. And then this one actually has a period or a question mark at the end because it's a question. How late will you stay up on New Year's Eve? So it's asking you a question how long you're going to stay up because New Year's Eve, a lot of people stay up till midnight. So I'm curious how late you're going to stay up. And then last one, let's see how they did. I love Valentine's Day because my friends give me treats. That's why I love Valentine's Day. The beginning's capitalized, woohoo. Valentine's Day is our holiday, so it should be capitalized, is it? It sure is, capital V, capital D. And does it have a punctuation mark at the end? Oh, too fast. And does it have a punctuation mark at the end? Right here. It sure does. Yep, it has a period at the end. You guys already saw the next slide. That's okay. Let's check it out. So the next activity that we're going to be doing is going to be where you guys have to notice things. And I started to notice that a lot of my friends in my classroom, whenever I was doing this lesson live, weren't really participating when I asked them what they noticed about a sentence. So I was like, maybe they don't know what notice means. So I'm going to explain that. So notice is just what you see. I should have some eyeballs up here somewhere. I should put a set of eyeballs right there. But it's something that you see. So whenever I say, what do you notice about Miss Acton's hair right now? And you say, I notice that it's in a ponytail. I notice that it's brown. I notice that she's got a headband in. So those are just some things that you would notice. Noticing things can be good and they can be bad. So taking a look at this picture, I want you to come up with something that you notice, just one thing. Think about it. So when I say, what do you notice about this picture? I'm really just saying, what do you see in this picture? You got your answer? All right, let's see. So one thing that I noticed is there are two dogs in this picture, and that's a good thing because dogs are cute and look how happy they are. They're smiling. So there's two dogs in this picture. I also noticed that the girl is happy, or the lady, the woman, whatever you said, but she's happy. So that's a cool, good thing that I noticed about this picture that I saw in this picture. The dogs have toys. They've got balls, and then bone could be a toy. Dogs play with bones, but they can also eat them. So that's another good thing that we notice. But you can also notice not so good things, and you're going to see that in sentences that Miss Acton's about to show you. The bone looks like it will fall. So this bone looks like it's getting close to the edge, and it looks like with it standing straight up like that, it might dump over, might fall on the floor and get all dirty. We don't want dirty bones to go into a puppy dog's mouth. So that's kind of a bad thing. So I wanted you to see that when we notice things, they're not always good things. They're usually some things that are not so good. So let's think about that with a sentence. All right, so I have let's jam, and we got a picture of Miss Acton dancing on here. And it's going to open us up to a new page where we have a jam board that Miss Acton has created. So this jam board is going to give you guys a chance to pretend like I hear you, because I know that I can't actually hear you guys because you guys are just watching this video. I'm going to pretend that I hear you. We're going to play make-believe, and I'm going to add some things to our Jamboard with these. So basically, all you're going to do is tell me what you notice. What do you see? And they're not always good things. They can be bad things that you notice, okay? So I'm going to do the first one. It was not the way Stephanie wanted to spend her Halloween. Oh, so Stephanie is capitalized, so we know that that's probably a girl's name. It's a girl. And Halloween is capitalized. So good job on capitalizing. So I'm going to notice both of those. So I noticed a good thing. I noticed Stephanie and Halloween are capitalized because they're proper nouns, and that's a good thing. All right, so I'm going to make that big. Too big. Calm down, Miss Acton. And then I want to draw some arrows pointing to the things that I noticed. Boop and zoop. So we noticed that Stephanie and Halloween, the both proper nouns, they are important. We mention them in our sentence, so we have to show them respect by capitalizing them, and we did that. So what are some other things that we notice? I'll let you try to think of something else. I'm going to pretend like I heard this one. I want to use blue. I like blue. There is a capital letter at the beginning of the sentence. There sure is. Absolutely. All right, so we're going to make this one big so we can see it. And I'm going to grab my pen again and zoop. Yeah, capital letter at the beginning. Great job. All right, so something else that we notice. I'm going to let you think about it. And as you're watching this video, whatever you think about, don't be afraid to shout it out. Don't be afraid to talk to Miss Acton and pretend like I can hear you. That's perfectly fine. We want these videos to be fun for you guys and not you just sitting there like, oh, here she goes. So participate. Say something. So tell me something else that you notice. And it can be a bad thing or it can be a good thing. Oh, so I heard something else. Let's do green. There is a period at the end. There sure is. And I'm going to shout that out. There's a period at the end. Woohoo! So we're going to drag this guy over here. We're going to make him bigger so that we can see him. I'm going to grab my pen and draw where we noticed that period at the end, right? So this sentence is pretty darn perfect. It's got a capital letter at the end or beginning. It's got a period at the end and it has two proper nouns in it. And we have to show those proper nouns respect, so we capitalize both of them. So this sentence is pretty darn perfect. We didn't really notice or see anything that was bad. That's about to change. So this next one, make sure you're paying attention to the good things that you see, that you notice, but also there's some things that are not so good that you also need to notice, and I want to hear them. All right, next one. It was April 14th, 1912, when the Titanic sank. So let me explain. The Titanic was a ship that had a bunch of people on it, a bunch of rich people, a bunch of poor people, just a bunch of people on it. And it was going from England to the United States in this big, big piece of water called an ocean. It was kind of cold one night, and there was this big block of ice called an iceberg, and this ship crashed into it. Water started filling the boat and it started to sink. And so people had to jump into this freezing cold water because there was a giant block of ice floating in it. So the water was freezing. They had to jump into the water. They had to grab doors and tables and things that were on this ship to try to survive. And a lot of people did not make it. A lot of people died because the water was so cold they froze to death. So it was a big tragedy, and we still talk about it now. But this is the date that it happened. So it was a long time ago. It was long enough ago to where they didn't have like any TVs on board or anything like that. But a really cool story. So the reason why I'm explaining that to you is because it wasn't just a ship sank. It was a specific important ship that sank called the Titanic. I'm giving you hints. Okay. So let's get started. So I want to start something that I notice. So I'm going to grab a Post-it note. We haven't used pink yet. Let's use pink. There is a capital letter at the beginning. Woohoo! How many of y'all noticed that? How many of y'all noticed that? Good. Cancel. All right, so let's look at the sentence again. So Miss Acton already got the capital letter at the beginning, which is what all sentences should start with. Now I want to hear what you all notice. Give me something else. What'd you say? There's something bad? You noticed a mistake? No way. I created this sentence. I didn't make any mistakes. I'm a teacher. I can't make mistakes. What? All right, well, let's hear it. I didn't capitalize the day or the month. The month needs to be capitalized. I don't believe you. Let me check that. Let me go orange. Let me check that really quick. So where's the month at? It was April. That's the month, and it's Miss Acton made a mistake. You're right. It's not capitalized, and it needs to be. So I'm gonna draw attention to that so I can go back and fix that. And good eyes, guys. Good job. All right, so real quick, I'm gonna do our little chant that we did, our boom chicka boom chant. And then when you skip to the boom chicka boom and all that stuff, and you get to our part that tells us how we write the date, we say, I said the month and the day, comma, and the year. So right now, it has the month, the day, the comma, and the year, all in the right order, all in the right spots. So there's nothing wrong with the order right there. So we can move on from that date now that we've capitalized the A at the beginning of it. So we've got, it was April 14th, 1912 down. That part's perfect. What's on my hand? Oh, I had to test out the markers for a chart back here. Sorry, got distracted. So now we're going to focus on when the Titanic sank. What do you notice? Oh, someone notices a good thing. Let me hear it. Oh, there is a, oh, that's up. There is a period at the end where it should be. All right, let's put that sticky note right there. There's a period at the end. There sure is a nice, neat little dot right there to show us that the end of our sentence is right there. Great job, guys. I love that noticing. So, anything else? Do we notice anything else? You notice something bad again? No way. Ah, what? What needs to be capitalized? The Titanic needs to be capitalized. I'm pretty sure I capitalized it because it's the name of a specific special ship. It's not just a ship, it's not just a boat, it's a special ship. So I know that I gave it the respect it deserves, and I know that I showed how special it was by capitalizing the T. I even did it in my post-it note right here. I even capitalized it here, so I know I did it in the sentence. I'm going to prove to you all that I did it. And the Titanic. Miss Acton must have been asleep when she created these sentences. Oh my gosh. I'm so glad y'all are here to help me because I did not capitalize that. So I'm going to write arrow to remind me to capitalize the Titanic because it's a special ship. We have to show it respect. We have to capitalize that T at the beginning. If the sentence just said, it was April 14th, 1912 when the ship sank, it could be any ship that we're talking about. Ships sink all the time. They run into stuff in the ocean because the ocean is a crazy, unpredictable, huge place with things you can run into. But they're telling us about a specific ship, and it sank on a specific date. So that date and the name of that ship needs to be capitalized to show it respect. Great job, guys. All right, next one. My favorite thing to do on Independence Day is watch fireworks with my friend Kyle. Long sentence. Let's see what's going on here. So I'm going to grab a post-it note and say the beginning of the sentence is capitalized. Capitalized. It's a hard word to type. Save. And let's move down the sentence as we go and see what we notice together. My favorite thing to do on Independence Day. Ooh, Independence Day. So I hear, Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, Martin Luther King Jr. Day, 4th of July Day, Christmas Day. Anything that says day at the end of it, that means it's a special day, which probably means it's a holiday. So I'm going to grab another post-it note and say, capitalize Independence Day. Let's make that one blue. Yeah, capitalize Independence Day. It's a special day of the year, so we have to show it respect. Good. So let's keep moving on. My favorite thing to do on Independence Day, capitalize that independence, is watch fireworks with my friend Kyle. What do you notice? Right. Oh my gosh. What is Miss Acton doing? She's sleeping tonight. Capitalize Kyle. Kyle's out there watching fireworks with you. That means that he's special. We have to show that he's a special, and that's his actual name, by capitalizing it. Basically, you're disrespecting Kyle. If you don't capitalize his name, you're showing him he's not important to you. And that's not okay. We got to show him the respect he deserves. And then there's one more thing. Let's see if you notice it. It's a bad thing. Do you see it yet? Right. So I need punctuation at the end. Oh my goodness. There needs to be punctuation at the end. I don't have anything at the end. So now I'm going to grab my pen, write my arrows to remind Miss Acton, hey, you made a lot of mistakes. You need to get it together. So the beginning of my sentence is capitalized. That's not a mistake. That was good. Independence Day. I'm going to underline it. Independence Day, Miss Acton. Come on. Fix that. Fix Kyle because he deserves respect. Oh my gosh, that arrow is rough. And then you need a period at the end, Miss Acton. Ugh, you need to go get some sleep, Miss Acton. All right, so after I make all these changes, our sentence is perfect. It's great. All of our proper nouns look good. Let's do one more. This one is in shout out to Mr. Meyer and any of my friends that might be of the Jewish faith. This is a sentence about a holiday called Hanukkah. I'm giving you hints that people of the Jewish faith celebrate. I think it's 8 days long. I think it's 8 days of celebrations, and they have this candle that has all those sticks, and each day they blow out a different candle to show all of the days of Hanukkah. And they eat these things called latkes. I think I'm saying that right. Latkes, and they're kind of like pancakes, but they're made out of potatoes. And I've never had any before, but I've heard they're fantastic. Okay, so let's read our sentence. You have not had a good Hanukkah until you eat latkes. So let's see what we notice. Right. That should be the first thing we notice every single time. Either you capitalize the beginning of the sentence or you didn't. That should be the first thing that you notice, okay? The beginning of the sentence is capitalized. Good job. So we capitalize the beginning of our sentence. Fantastic. You have not had a good Hanukkah until you eat latkes. What's something else that you notice? Another good thing? What's the good thing? There is a period at the end, and there should always be either a period or some other kind of punctuation at the end of a sentence because it's showing the people that are reading your writing that you're done with your thought, and the next sentence will be another thought. So we got to show that. One more thing. Do you have it? If you don't, that's okay. It's a bad thing. I'm giving you another hint. It's a bad thing, something Miss Acton did not do. Give you another hint. It's a holiday. You got it? Capitalize, capitalize the word Hanukkah. I think I spelled it right. Hanukkah. Oh, put a period at the end. See if I Hanukkah. Yep, spelled it right. Capitalize Hanukkah. It's a special holiday for the people of the Jewish faith, and they love that holiday and they celebrate it every single year, the same time every year. So I need to give it respect whenever I write my sentence. I need to show it love when I write that sentence because it is a proper noun, and I have to show it that respect and that love with making the first letter capitalized in it. So I'm going to draw my pen marks. The beginning is capitalized. Woohoo! There's a period at the end. So this sentence didn't really have a lot of mistakes in it. Miss Acton did pretty good on this one. But I disrespected Hanukkah. Can't do that anymore. Every time I write Hanukkah from here on out for the rest of my life, I'm going to capitalize that H. And hopefully you do the same too. If you ever write that word in a sentence, Remember, you have to give it that respect, just like you give somebody's name the respect it deserves, a special date that it deserves, and a special holiday. So learn all kinds of stuff. All right, so we are done with our Jamboard, and I believe that we are done with our presentation. I've got one more sentence for you. So look at the sentence. It says, Key will celebrate St. Patrick's Day on March 13th or March 17th, 2021. So hopefully doing all that practicing with that noticing, you'll notice that the beginning of our sentence is capitalized. And it's also somebody's name, so it needs to be capitalized double time. Show the beginning of our sentence and to show, excuse me, sorry, to capitalize the beginning of a sentence because that's the rules, and to capitalize somebody's name to give them the respect that they need. So we gave Key the respect that he deserves. Key will celebrate St. Patrick's Day. That's the day where we wear green. If you don't wear green, somebody gets to pinch you. St. Patrick's Day, Saint and Patrick's and Day, all capitalized because they're all part of the name of the holiday. We have to show that holiday it's special, give it the respect it deserves. On Wednesday, March 17th, 2021. So the St. Patrick's Day that we celebrate this school year will be on this exact date. That date is special and important, so we have to capitalize the day of the week it belongs on and the month that it belongs on. Let's see if this follows our right pattern. I said the month and the day, comma, and the year. It follows it. So this is correct too. So we have a perfect sentence that has all three of the things we've worked on this week. It's got a capital letter for somebody's name as a proper noun. Got a capital letters for the dates as a proper noun because dates are important too. And it's got a capital letter for the holidays that we learned today. So this sentence has all three of them. So today in your classwork, in your assignments tab for your classwork for writing today, Miss Acton asked you to make a sentence with just a holiday in it. But I would be over the moon excited if you really, really, really challenged yourself today and created a sentence on your own that has a name of a person, a date that is written correctly, and a holiday. And all those are written correctly with a beginning symbol being, or the beginning of the sentence being capitalized and the end of the sentence with a punctuation. That would make me so happy. All right. So, good luck. Have fun. And if you have any questions, please contact your teachers and they'll be more than happy to help you. All right. Bye, guys. Thank you for having fun with me today.